Hello again, Renee here from GitLab. Today I'm going to walk you through setting up your app to send data to GitLab Observability. Setting up an app to send OpenTelemetry data usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes per app. I have 3 demo apps set up, a Rails app, a Python app, and a React JavaScript app. These examples are all public repos. I'll share the links in the comments. In this video, I'm going to show you how I've instrumented each one and set up a dashboard that filters between them. The JSON for the dashboard is available in our templates library. First, I have this example test group that doesn't yet have observability enabled. To enable it, I click on Observability Setup and click the Enable Observability button. And boom, now you have GitLab Ollie. Here's your OTEL endpoint. You can always copy it from this page. You'll need it to set up your app. We're going to jump right in and look at the Rails application. I've shown this Rails application before. It's running on AWS. Let's see what you need for instrumenting it. To get your Rails app sending telemetry data, you need 2 things: the OpenTelemetry libraries and a little bit of configuration. In your gem file, you add the OTEL gems. So you can see here, if we scroll down, so here are the OpenTelemetry gems that we've got, and then the auto instrumentation gems for Rails. These handle all the heavy lifting. They automatically instrument your HTTP requests, database queries, active record, action pack, all of it for you. Then in your OpenTelemetry initializer, that's where you configure the SDK. So the key things are your OTEL endpoint. That's what we copied before from your setup page. You always go back and copy it. Here I'm pulling it in from the environment variable with a default. And then the the service name. So this is how your app shows up in the dashboard. You want to pick something descriptive. And then, so this is the important one for GitLab integration, the gitlab.project.id. Also the GitLab project name. These are resource attributes that tag all your telemetry data with your GitLab projects. This is what lets you filter by project in your dashboards and what will eventually power tighter GitLab integrations. You can find your project ID right on the project's main page in GitLab. It's the top right here. Just set as an environment variable or hard-code it for now. That's it for setup. Run bundle install, restart your app, and it starts sending traces, metrics, and logs automatically. So this is a Python app that I'm running locally on my machine with Docker, and it's sending data directly to our OTEL endpoint over HTTPS. So as long as the endpoint is reachable, it works. So it's a similar idea with Python. In your requirements file, you add the OpenTelemetry packages, the SDK, the OpenTelemetry protocol exporter, and the auto instrumentation for your framework. You know, if you're using Flask, Django, whatever you're using. I'm using Django here. So the configuration is pretty similar to Rails. Well, it's pretty similar to in any app. You set your service name, your OTEL endpoint, and your GitLab project ID and the GitLab project name as resource attributes. And you know, if you're using OpenTelemetry instrument, you can actually run your app with auto instrumentation without changing any application code at all. Just set the environment variables and run OpenTelemetry instrument, Python, and your app.py. But I'd still recommend adding the GitLab project ID and the GitLab project name resource attributes explicitly. So then you get the project filtering in your dashboards. And again, better integration with GitLab as we build this out. And here's where it gets a little different. This is a React app that runs in the browser using GitLab pages. So we can't use the Node.js OTEL SDK. We need the browser-compatible packages. So in the package.json, you'll see we're using the OpenTelemetry SDK TraceWeb instead of the Node.js Trace SDK. We also have the fetch instrumentation, which automatically traces all your fetch calls. So if your app's using like calling Supabase backend, like mine is, or any API, those get traced automatically. The setup file uses the web tracer provider and configures the OpenTelemetry protocol AGP exporter. Same pattern, same service name, um, endpoint, and GitLab.project.id. So one thing to watch out for with a browser app, your OTEL endpoint needs to have CORS configured to accept requests from your app's domain. So if you're using the gitlab.com managed endpoint, this is already set up. If you have a self-hosting setup, you'll need to add the CORS headers to your web server config for your OTEL collector. Once you deploy this, every user interaction that triggers a fetch gets traced end to end. Okay, let's go back to the observability dashboard. Now you can see all three services are showing up: the Rails app, the Python app, and the Survey app. Each one is sending traces. Now let me show you something that saves a ton of time: pre-built dashboard templates. I'm going to import a dashboard JSON from our templates repo. This gives you a ready-made dashboard with panels for latency, throughput, error rates, and the cool part, it has a GitLab project ID filter right at the top. So you can also filter by GitLab project name. So names or IDs, you can filter all of these metrics that are here. So you can see all of your apps together, or you can filter between each and see them in isolation with the project ID and some filters. So I'm not seeing any errors on this dashboard. I'm going to go over my Rails app and trigger an error. There's my error, and go back, and then you can see it show up on the dashboard. And there we go. So you can see those errors that are there. Oh, and my Rails app doesn't have the GitLab project name configured properly, which you can actually see down here in the this lowest endpoints. So you can see project name is showing up for the other two and not for my Rails app. But service name is configured for all three. So you can see the difference there. So one more thing, you can also get observability for your CI/CD pipelines with zero code changes. Just add a CI/CD variable called GitLab Observability Export and set it to traces, metrics, and logs. Let me show you. So here's my variable. Traces, metrics, and logs are set. This is at my group. It's a CI/CD variable. Once that's set, next time your pipeline runs any pipeline for a project in this group, it automatically sends pipeline execution data to your Ollie instance. You can see job durations, stage timing, and identify where your pipelines are slow, all in the same dashboard. So that's it. Add the OpenTelemetry libraries to your app and your OTEL endpoint config, and you've got full observability, traces, metrics, and logs flowing into a dashboard you can actually use. Everything we use today is OpenTelemetry standard. And if you have any questions or feedback for us, we have office hours every day, every workday from 10 to 11 Pacific time. GitLab Observability is experimental and it's free for all tiers right now. We're building this based on user feedback. So if you try it out and have thoughts, what works, what's missing, what's confusing, please tell us. You can file issues, jump into our Discord, or reply to the setup email. If you'd like to schedule an appointment with us, our calendar link is in the description. We should have links to everything in the description below, and thanks so much for watching.